Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Yoga for Everybody session today. Skills in self-care. Let's get started. If you're seated, go ahead and scoot to the edge of your chair, or you can come to any standing position as we begin to warm up the body with the breath. Let's roll the shoulders down and back. As you inhale, scoop up the breath out from beside you. Inhale, reach towards the sky. Then exhale, bend your elbows with the palms forward. Sweep the arms back, just like a large backstroke if you were swimming. Let's try that a few more times. Inhale, sweep it back, up and around. Option to look up, stretching the throat, maybe strengthening the back of the neck. And then palms forward, elbows bent. Pull back from the elbows. That way we get maybe a little more stretch across your chest, a little more strength in the shoulders and rhomboids. One more. Inhale, sweep it back, up and around. Reach up, look up with the top of the breath. When you're ready to exhale, palms forward, elbows bend. Let's add on to this. Inhale, sweeping the arms up and overhead. Exhale, come down into chair pose if you're standing. If you're seated, you're going to shift forward and lift your hips just a little bit. Standing tall or seated, inhale, arms come up and overhead, big breath in. On the exhale, either shift forward and stand or push the hips back and come into chair pose. Inhale, arms swing back and around. Find either your seated or tall standing position as you inhale. Exhale, soften through the hips, press back, either come up to standing or take it down into chair. Let's try two more. Inhale, reach, warming up those hips, encouraging healthy blood flow in through your thighs and back. Exhale, last one, big breath in. And then exhale down. Let's all come either into standing or into a comfortable seated position away from your chair. As you inhale, circle the arms back and around. Make a fist behind you by the low back by lacing your fingers together. If you'd rather, you could always just rest those hands at neutral by the low back. We do not have to make that fist. Let's practice exaggerating the breath in the center of your chest. This is to correct our upper spine posture. From here, start with the chin down, inhaling into the center of the chest, pull the ribs up, and then exhale, relax the ribs. Inhaling, shoulders pull back, chest moves forward and up, inflating the upper lung chamber. And then exhale, relax. Keeping the chin down for now so that we isolate. Inhale, isolate the energy behind your heart. Maybe breathe in as if you're surprised. Just a quick breath in and then let it all go. Let's add on to that, making fist with your hands. Place the knuckles by your low back from standing or seated. Inhale, pull the elbows back while the chest pulls forward and up. Let's open the throat. Try one big inhale here, in through the nose, and then exaggerate the exhale. And naturally, let the body round and relax on that exhale. We're using the movement of the lungs to either assist the strength or to soften the body. Let's try that again. Knuckles by the low back, elbows pulling back towards each other. Inhale into the center of the chest. The chin is lifted. Surprise breath. And then exhale. Let it all go. One more. Big breath in. Pulling up, leading with the heart. Elbows pulling back and big exhale. From here, go ahead and relax the arms. You're welcome to step out wide to hip width, whether you are seated or standing. Turn your left toe forward and your right toe out to the side. From standing, we're keeping our left leg straight and we'll bend our right knee. In our seated position, you can straighten that left leg out. Sometimes it's easier to sit on the edge of your chair to achieve that openness in your hip. Let's open up the arms, looking past your right fingertips. The shoulders are stacked directly over the knees in our warrior two pose. Let's take the right elbow to the right thigh. Inhale, take that left arm overhead. Now circle it down and around a few times. Inhaling to open, exhale to close. You could always do this with the elbow only. Sometimes this helps to work out small kinks or pinched nerves in your ribs. Matching the breath to the movement. Inhale when you open, exhale when you lower. Two more, big breath in. Last one, big inhale and exhale. Let's reverse that circle with the arm. Inhale, open. Exhale, let that hand graze past your hip and in front of the body. Two more, inhale and exhale. Inhale, big breath in. Let that left hand rest at your low back. Let's push off of that right leg, right arm extending out. Reach your right armpit out over that right knee. Let's turn the right palm up and now scoop up your breath, reaching straight up to the sky with that right hand, resting the left hand by your low back and hips. Reverse warrior pose, looking up at the right hand. So we're working in a little bit of a neck strengthener, and maybe over time this can help to improve sinus drainage as the weather is changing, and also improving lymphatic drainage in the body. Big inhale, breathe into the upper right lung. Big breath in. Exhale, side angle, right elbow to the thigh, left arm overhead. Let's rock that a few times. Inhale up, reverse warrior, left hand behind you, right arm overhead, big breath in. Exhale, side angle, right elbow to the right knee, left arm overhead. A couple more like that, just shifting at the waist. Inhaling, left arm behind, right arm up. Reach dynamically. Exhale down. Inhale over. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, bring it up. One more. Exhale, bring it down. Right elbow to the right knee. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left arm down. Inhale, right arm up. Big breath in, reverse warrior. From here, let's slowly take both hands to the low back. Go ahead and walk your feet to center, either standing in a straddle or seated with both feet on the ground and your toes turned out to the side. From here, we're pressing the palms down behind us, exaggerating that open heart chest expression again. Big inhale into the heart, look up and open the throat. On the exhale, you can stand with your legs straight or bent. We're all shifting those hips behind us as we come forward, pressing the palms behind that low back with the hips hinged back. Relax your head, neck, and chest. Hang the head nice and loose. Maybe take the hands away from the low back, just a little bit. Let's shake our head yes, then turn it left and right. Exhale from the throat. Exaggerate that exhale. Two more. Last one. When you're ready, place the hands on your thighs. Let's guide our spine up to standing or stay in your chair with that straddle. Take it around to center. From standing, you're keeping your right toe forward and turning the left toe out, bending the left knee. From seated, we may shift to the corner of our chair on the left side, keeping a bend in the left knee while we stretch that right leg back in our seated position. Scoot to the edge. So you might only feel part of the hips supporting you. Everyone has a tipping point here. Just move slow so you can stay on that chair. If you're standing, it's the same position. Let's extend the arms out into warrior two, reaching out through the fingertips. Slide those shoulders directly over the hips. Let's look out over the left hand. Palms are pressing down while they press up. There are dynamic opposite energies here. Roll the shoulders back and down. Press the palms up. From here, let's take that left elbow to the left thigh, turning the right palm up, reaching overhead. Inhale, push back into that right foot as you lengthen the right arm. Exhale, circle it down and around. We have maybe 4 to 6 of these with our own breaths. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open. Reach. Lower. Couple more. Inhale, open. And lower. Maybe just one more. Let's reverse that circle, taking the right hand forward, up and around. Inhale, open. Let that hand slide past the back hip and body. Circle it around. Big inhale. Exhale, lower. Last one. Exhale, let's take the right knuckles by our low back. Coming up, we're extending that left palm out. Turn the palm up. Reach over that left knee with your waist. Scoop up your breath. Inhale, reaching straight up towards the sky. We might feel like we're leaning back a little bit. That is going to be as a result of reaching so dynamically. The more we reach, the more length we find on the left side of the body. The opposite happens on the right. So as we reach towards the sky and lengthen the spine on the left, the muscles in the right are contracting down. But we don't have to reach down or bend the right waist. It happens naturally. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. Let's look up, promoting a little more strength in the neck, maybe even a little more range of motion through that cervical spine. Big breath into your upper left lung. Exhale, bring it down to side angle. Let's flow those postures a few times, taking that right arm overhead. When you're ready, inhaling, coming up, left hand up, right hand by your back. If you want to match unique breaths to each movement, exhale down with the left elbow. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhaling, left arm down. Inhale, right arm up and over. Exhale, right arm down and around. Inhale, left arm up. You're always welcome to speed it up. Exhale, down and over with the arms. And then inhale, up. Reverse warrior. A couple more. Exhale. Inhale. Maybe just one more. Just getting used to massaging the organs while we move and hinge from that waistline. When you're ready, lower both hands down. Let's turn both heels in and toes out, coming to a more centered position. From here, circle the arms back and around for the chest expansion. Inhale, pulling up through the ribs and the heart from standing in a squat position or standing with your legs straight and the hips back. No matter where you are, we can all fold forward, allowing the ribs to go towards that space between your thighs. Relax the head and the neck. Let's shake the head, yes. Turn the head left and right. If you're wanting to maybe work on improving your upper back posture, push the hands back and draw the shoulder blades in towards each other.
And maybe like if you have a piece of ice drop down the back of your shirt, it's that sensation of, ooh, just a little bit of a surprise. Pull the shoulders in. Exhale from the throat. Exaggerate that exhale. Make it audible. Last one. Let's all bring our hands onto our thighs to support the spine. Slowly begin to come up. Nice and easy to stack the spine. Coming around to standing or seated at neutral. Step your right foot forward with your toe facing up. We can be standing with that left leg straight or the left knee bent from your standing position. From here, we're drawing that right toe up and in towards the navel as we lean forward. Let that energy push back into your hips and allow for a little bit of an arch in the low back. So you're imagining those hips are hinging back while you come forward. This little hinge back through the hips actually, for most of us, creates more of a neutral spine, even though there may be a trace of compression. We want to have a little dip in that lumbar area. From here, let's keep our right hand on the left thigh. Take the left hand, knuckles to the low back. Let's work a little bit on some spine mobility while we loosen up the outer hip and the iliotibial IT band. These are areas that can wreak a lot of havoc on our comfort and painful to the low back. When you're ready, continue to press that left knee in towards your body and the knee into the hand. Inhale, draw the left shoulder back as you slowly begin to swivel at the waistline, looking over the left shoulder, only turning the head with the neck as much as your body is in agreement with it. The range of motion and the twists with your neck can be very different from left to right. So just move within a spectrum of comfort for you today. Big inhale into that upper left chest. Exhale from the belly. One more, breathe in. And then exhale. Let's bring both hands onto that front thigh. From here, slowly bend that right knee just a little bit. And now try letting that toe tap out left and right, moving the entire right thigh from the hip bone all the way down to your knee and foot, moving the leg as a single unit, syncing up that entire leg from the hip down to your foot, encouraging some healthy blood flow and healthy space for nerves to move in your hip and down your leg. This is to work with a lot with a sciatica or your SI joint. When you're ready, bring it to center. Let's slide it in. From standing or seated, we bend the knees and push those hips back. Take the left leg forward with your foot up, pulling the toes up or towards your belly. Dig into that heel as you press your hips back. Both hands are supporting us on that right thigh. Lengthen out through your heart, just like cow pose. As you inhale, the hips hinge back, the ribs and the heart pull up and forward, maintaining a little arch in the spine. From here, let's take our left hand outside that right knee. Press the knee into the hand and the hand into the knee. With that active pressure, right hand to the low back, pressing left hand into the knee and knee into the hand, begin twisting towards the right, drawing that right shoulder back, allowing the neck and head to rotate as an extension of that twisting and spiraling energy. Inhaling into your upper right lung Exhale. We're holding it here, at least a couple more breaths. Big inhale. Exhale. One more. When your body is ready, slowly take it around to center with the spine. Maybe drag that left heel in a little bit. And let's move from the hip all the way down to the foot, turning that leg bone in and out from the hip joint, accentuating just a little bit of range of motion while we open the joint on the inside, the outside. We begin class today. We open to the front of the hip. Whenever the leg is forward, we're opening the back of the hip. So we're finding a balance all round with that hip today. From wherever you are, come to a still point. Let's bring it to neutral on our chair or from any standing position. If you're standing, go ahead and stand tall for a moment. Kick off your legs. From wherever you are, we have the feet at about the width of the hips. We're pushing the hips back. Hands can be down on your thighs for this. As we inhale, hips go back, chest forward, lift the throat, seated cow pose. As we exhale, slide the hands over the tops of your knees, pull the tailbone under and round the spine, seated cat pose. Let's flow that a few more times. Inhale forward, seated cow, hips flipping back, opening the chest and the gut, promoting optimal absorption of vitamins and nutrients. Exhale, contract, flushing out stress hormones or old food. Inhale forward, open the belly, big inhale. Exhale back and round. One more time, forward and back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Hold it in the back position with the spine rounded. This is a position that we may not necessarily want to do a lot, as it could reinforce some negative habits in our posture. But when we do this pose with mindful breathing, it can have a really positive effect on your kidneys and adrenal glands. In this case, we're using the pose from a therapeutic perspective to help combat things like adrenal fatigue, chronic fatigue syndrome, and even other bladder issues that can arise as the heat rises. A lot of us might be drinking more water, so this is more work for our kidneys. And we just want to ensure that we're stretching through that organ so that it has a lot of space for blood and fluids to move. Let's breathe into the low back, breathe into the middle back, breathe up under your shoulder blades, and now exhale, relax. When you're ready, walk the hands up and in. If you're standing, I invite you to come to seated for the last few moments in our session to practice some mindful breathing. Let's bring the hands in front of our body, placing the hands one palm inside of the other. It doesn't matter left or right dominant with this. On our inhale, we're scooping up the breath. Inhale, scoop it up and over your head. Then exhale, take it down in front of your chest and press the palms out in front of you. Inhaling to scoop. Exhale down in front of the chest and out. Inhale through the nose, scoop. Exhale from the throat. Let's keep that rhythm. The mantra or the thought behind this particular breath that can help with our mental health is this. Inhaling, scooping up. What's mine is mine. Exhale, push it out. What's yours is yours. Energetically working on creating accountability, responsibility, and healthy boundaries so that we're able to manage our stress. Inhale, what's mine is mine. Exhale, take it down and out. What's yours is yours. Let's try that maybe 3 to 5 more times. You're welcome to close your eyes and repeat it to yourself. Inhale, what's mine is mine. Scoop up. What really is your obstacle today? You can do it. You can handle it. Exhale, giving back. What's yours is yours. What are the things that we take on that maybe we need to say, nah, that's okay. Just say no. Let's try 2 more. Inhale, scoop. Exhale out. Last one. And out. Let's sit tall or stand tall, palms down beside you, shoulders back, lengthen through the head, pull the chin back, nice tall posture. Take in a few breaths from your belly to the ribs to the heart. And then exhale, heart, ribs, belly. 2 more. Slow down that exhale, big breath in. And now slow exhale. From here in closing, we can just stand tall or bring the hands together in the more traditional closing with the hands at the heart. Let's draw in a deep unifying breath together and exhale with a sigh. From here, we can close together. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining me in our yoga session today. Yoga for Everybody, Skills in Self-Care. My name is Skyla. Please join me again on our Tuesday and Thursday noon sessions for our meditation and mindfulness courses. Have a great week. Drink lots of water. Stay cool.